Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're checking out Sweet Transit, which is a game based around train logistics where you take items from one area to the next in order to grow a colony. Today we are checking it out and we're going to jump into a brand new game in a new world. This is procedurally generated, so we can go quite large if we wish, but we're actually going to go a little bit smaller. With it being procedurally generated, we have no idea what we're going to get, but you can tell right off the bat that this is very similar to the graphics of Factorio. And as I mentioned, Sweet Transit in terms of getting resources from one location, such as the coal, all the way over here to where our little settlement will be, or the clay here. So let's start somewhere around here. We're going to start by placing down a warehouse. This is where all of our resources need to go for building materials before we can use them. So I'm going to pop this just over here in the middle of nowhere. And then we're going to build our village hall. The reason why I've done this in the middle of nowhere is that you can't build a settlement too close to a warehouse. So we're going to build our little settlement. I think here's quite nice. But what we're currently building is a little settlement. And with this settlement, they're going to produce the workers that we need in order to run our industry. We're also going to need water once we've unlocked it, but currently we've only got 4 laborers. We need 20 in order to unlock that. And also if we look at the industries list, you can see that we can only build a coal mine once we've reached 100 laborers, or the sawmill is unlocked by producing 200 coal. So that's the way that this evolves the game. You need to reach certain objectives in order to unlock more. A bit like City Skylines, I guess you could say. And so we have 34 residents. They're all watered. The next thing that we're going to need to do is feed them. We're going to build a fishing dock just over here, and we're also going to place a small storage just across from it, so that they can store the food. And if we zoom in, we can see our little people walking around doing their day-to-day business, but we need to get them working. And that is where a train line comes in. So we're going to build our first little train station here. Actually, there are blueprints now, so we might as well use one of them just to make this quick and easy for us. You can actually create your own blueprints as well, which is even nicer. But we're going to run this train all the way along to our coal line. Where's coal? We've got coal over here. That's probably the closest one to here. So at the moment we have a one-way system going all the way around. We can also add some signals. We have chained signals and just the normal ones. For this, we're only really going to need normal ones. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. We're going to make sure that it goes all the way around in the same direction. We're going to need to build the train station adjacent to this, I believe. And there we have our little coal mine. So now this is ready for us to build a train, which means we can go over and build one of these. Don't tell me I did that from the wrong direction. I did, didn't I? No! Can we do it this way? No. Okay, so I did a little bit of a mistake, but do not worry. This is our train depot. So from here we can build trains. We're going to build just a basic coal train here. I think 4 long will be good enough for us, and we'll name this preset gondola train. So we're going to build one of them, and we can now set this to a route. However, we don't have one set, so let me just coal mine 1, and what's this called? Bratislava 1. Okay, so if we press Ctrl R, we now have our coal distribution. line. Now this will allow us to select where we want the coal train to go and where we want it to drop off coal. For now we just need these two locations, and then if we go down to here we can actually select coal distribution line, and this should deploy. There we go. The next thing that we're going to need to do is get the workers over to the coal mine from Bratislava. So we're going to need another train. This one, we add that. It's going to have to be like a personnel or worker line. From here we can add our locomotive, our coal tender, should you wish to use one, plus a... Yeah, I think 3 is going to be a good... Yeah, 4. Let's go 4. Then we're going to have it go to Bratislava and then the coal mine. And if we set this as the worker route, we can now deploy this. And we now have 2 lines. Unfortunately, I haven't placed any signals, so it makes it difficult. There you go. Okay, so now we have our first 2 trains running. We're going to let them run for a little bit. We're going to produce 200 coal because that's going to allow us to unlock lumber, which is the next thing that we need to do. And while we wait for that, I'm also going to do this little network here and connect this to the main line. So we'll be right back. Don't mind me, I've just been setting up another warehouse line whilst chilling out to the music here. It has an incredible theme tune. I love the music that they have. It's very, I don't know. I don't know if you know the style of music that this game has. Do let me know in the comment section below, because I would love, absolutely love to know what it is. Hard Day's Pay. Here we go. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is setting up a lumber yard. Choices. There are too many choices. Let's place it over here. So with this one, we're going to build this massive field for all of the 120 trees that we need. We're also going to build our lumberyard there. The next thing that we need to do is connect this to a train station once again. And this one's going to just run around this route. And I think we're just going to cross the line like so. So now that we've done that, whenever a train comes here, it will only pass through if this block signal, like here, is free. Same with this one, train will only pass through if this block is free. Next thing we need is to get our workers here, but also to set up the warehouse line. So I'm going to be 2 more moments while I do that. And we'll pause the music for now. Looking over the trains again, because this is a different resource, once again, we have our lumber here, or is it lumber or timber? Wood. Okay, wood. This needs a flatbed train. So it requires a different carriage being pulled. It'll go between the sawmill and also the warehouse. And load and unload. Perfect. Lumber line. And there, that is deployed. So hopefully everything will keep running now. And then the next thing that we need to do after that is to build a potato field, and we're going to do the same thing again. So this is gradually, very slowly, easing us into more complicated logistics lines. And, well, it normally ends in disaster because you build just simple setups, and before you know it, you're doing advanced stuff. Before we can continue though, we do need to get our workers over at the lumber or the sawmill. Thankfully, they've given us the time controls, so we can play at normal speed, or we can go up to, I think it's 8 times speed, 16 times speed, even higher. Is this a problem? Interesting. So I've actually locked up, if we pause this for a second, I've locked up all of these trains because this train is Waiting. Oh, why is it waiting at the train? Is that meant to happen? Let's add another. So it's waiting there because of this signal being blocked. So if we add ourselves a signal there, that will stop there, and these trains will now start moving. Fantastic. Whew. For a second then, I thought I'd messed up. Now you can see the train is now going to drop off some workers. We'll see them get to work out here. There you go. They're going to be harvesting some lumber for us, which we need in order to build like the market over here, or other buildings, for example. And here we are, our first load of wood being stored. So we need to also extend this a little bit further. Otherwise the train doesn't pick it all up. Good to know. So we might have another problem over here. Oh no, uses the whole length. Fantastic. So I can now build a market over here, which will allow the distribution of other resources, such as food amongst the populace. Ooh, we need another one. It's not in range. But also, once we've got potatoes coming in, they'll go to the market and distribute to the population as well. So that's the next thing that we need to do to build a potato farm. Now we can't build it too close to our population, but we do have another line that we've got started on here. And to keep things relatively clear, I think it would be good to maybe build that just over here. My intention is to have this inner area with all the potatoes. There we go. We'll also have the train station here. Hang on, I want some music for this. Yeah, that's it. So what we... Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's fine, that's fine. Wait, you're on the wrong line though. You need to be on the inner line. So what this train is doing, and this one, is running all the way around. All of this. In fact, let's just speed it up. You'll see it'll then go onto this line. There we go. And from here, it'll stop at the potato farm, and it'll just do this little circuit. Now that we've got a train that's actually going and dropping workers off, should be good. Yeah, you can see them working really hard. Let's slow this down. Now we don't have enough workers, so we're going to have to get some more people working for us, which means this needs to expand and grow. We're also going to need another market just up here so that we can connect this area. The train isn't in range. I don't know if I can fix that. We might have to just delete these. See, this is why it starts getting difficult. Ooh, I like this piece of music. See, now they want a market nearby. Just can't keep people happy, apparently. So Bratislava is growing, slowly but surely. The next thing that we need to do is reach 800 laborers, which isn't going to be too bad for us. Just need to make sure that we're providing them with enough food. But we might need to extend this. Yeah, we're not producing enough food. That's the next thing for us to do. But I'm going to leave it there for this episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do drop a thumbs up if you did. And let me know if you want to see more of this, because it is a little off-brand, in the comment section below. But we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much to all of our supporters, most notably our TotalXclipse patrons, Cerebral Tag, James Irwin, Fireflesh and Jerry 2, as well as our Lunas, Dixie Chris, Ben and the Calamity, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Adam the Useless. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.